Hello, everybody. Welcome. So, my name is Hairdav, and I am going to be sharing with you a little bit about how to use Flipgrid. Now, Flipgrid is an amazing tool. A lot of times, a lot of teachers have already started using it. I highly recommend it as one of your tools in your creation arsenal. There's two ways to use Flipgrid that are the two main ways. One is a student-centered type way where you can have students complete assignments and then move on or answer questions or something like that. For foreign languages, that's important to have some sort of idea that the kids are going to produce something that they will hopefully be able to say naturally. However, this video is not about that today. Today we're going to be going over the shorts function. Now up here, you see the shorts over here. There are a couple of things here, and I'm just going to go over them briefly before we click on shorts so you can kind of get an idea of what it's for. The discussion looks like these, and they have what are called grids, and you can set up some sort of topic and have the students talk about it, or you can have them describe a thing in the target language. You also have a discovery where you can start discovering other people's grids. There's an activity meter that kind of shows you in real time how the students are doing, who's doing what. Mixtapes is a way for you to take a bunch of them, put them together, and make a cool mashup type video. And one at the end is called Grid Pals. And Grid Pals is in the event that you have a group that, say you're making your Flipgrids and you want to share with another teacher. There's a way to do it, and it's through Grid Pals. And basically, you are cross-loading your different discussions. So let's go ahead and look at shorts. Now, shorts is one of my favorite functions of Flipgrid. Now, the thing is when you see down here, I've got 96 different shorts, and what they are is basically short videos. They can go up to 10 minutes. You see most of them don't have any views, and the reason is because I upload them up to Edpuzzle, or I use them in class, or I use them, I embed them into presentations for students. So there's a lot of different ways to use that. As we get down a little bit further, you're going to see a couple of things start to change. A lot of it is right in here, this Jim and Scrunchie delay dictation. This is one that I uploaded to Edpuzzle. We created the character, we had the story, and then we used chunks of that story in the delayed dictation. It was a wonderful way to go about it, and we uploaded it up into Edpuzzle, and then we just kind of placed the questions where they needed to go, allowing the students, of course, to answer the questions. And then here we have Jim und das dreckige Haus. So Jim is the emoji. Scrunchie is this Visco girl who always goes, and you, yeah. And so basically, the idea is that you can do more things with it. I'm going to go ahead and take a second to break and let you see what these stories are like.
Und wir haben hier mit uns Danny der Kürbis und Michelangelo, das Taschenmesser. Danny sieht Michelangelo. Danny spricht mit Michelangelo. Abram, ist das du? Nein, ich bin Michelangelo, der Sohn von Abram. Aber warum bist du hier? Ich wollte den Grab von meinem Vater sehen. Ich wollte wissen, wer getötet hat. Hast du meinen Vater getötet?
Eines Tages hat Jim ein wunderschönes Mädchen mit dem Fernseher gesehen. Was ist das? Und er hat sich in ein Mädchen verliebt. Dieses Mädchen heißt Scrunchie. Scrunchie ist ein Visco Girl. And you.
Geide. Hallo, schönen guten Tag. Wie geht es Ihnen? Oh, es geht mir wunderbar. Ach so. Was sind Sie dann vom Beruf? Ich bin Soldatin. Ach so, interessant. So, ist es Ihnen wichtig, dass Sie also gut ernähren und auch beim Sport viel machen? Natürlich, ich muss das machen. Also für mich brauche ich 3 Dinge. Gesunde Ernährung, Sport und Freunde. Oh,
Okay, welcome back. I hope you liked it. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can do with it. The one thing I will say, the difference between using Flipgrid and other programs is one, that's a million times faster. Two, it's easier to manipulate the objects on your screen while you are talking. In my opinion, it's a lot more fun to do that. I have a lot of different ways that I use it. Be more than happy to post anything if anybody likes. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and do a record a video. Now, when we start recording a video, you have a time limit. You see it up here at the top. It's 10 minutes. It'll give you step 1 of 4. You're going to record. You have 10 minutes. You go ahead and click there, okay? And there you see me. Now, you don't see yourself, of course. You won't see me. Go figure. Now, we have options. The options have a couple of cool features. One, you can upload a clip. So if you've already downloaded something, some sort of animation or some sort of textbook video, you could do that. The mirror video is kind of fun because look at this. So if I'm talking, I say, hey, I want to talk to you, Herr Dad. Yes? Was ist dann? Na ja, wo bist du? Ich bin zu Hause. Warum? Weil ich mein Hause mag. Okay, so you can see you can kind of flip them back and forth. Okay, that's handy as well in the event that you got like something like back here, some camping mats or something like that. I don't know. In case you have those in the shot, you want them to be excluded or whatever. However, you decide works for you. Now, one of the other things here is the effects. The effects have a couple different things you can do. You can change the filters. If you have a cell phone or an Instagram, you know what filters are. If you don't have one like I do, they're kind of cool toys. Now, let's look at this. You can do frames as well. Let's say you want to do a story and you want to set yourself in a nice flowery field. You want to set yourself in a jungle, or you can set yourself in an aquarium. Right, where am I? Huh, it's official. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and check out what are the other things. We have emojis, and emojis basically they give you a sticker and you can resize it. I'm not gonna click on it because it takes too long. The text right here is probably one of the most handy ones in the event that you have handwriting like me. You might type in something uh, like this, and what this is useful for is when you're getting into your story, you might want to change your story, and you can type that story in. So the way that you change the font size, and this drove me crazy for a long time until I got used to it, is you actually have to shrink the entire thing. So you can still like as you're going on, you can still type in here. You can still excellent. Oh, okay. Yeah. So there you go. You could have that, and I like to like write the story along while I do it, and I kind of put up the pictures and stuff. Um, I'm going to do one more thing here that I think is important, and they have a couple of other effects and styles that you can do, which, in my opinion, is a million times more interesting for students because they'll pay attention, especially if they know it's only going to be like 10 minutes. They'll buff it through. We've got drawing. We have a whiteboard. Okay, this is your standard whiteboard, and you might not want to have your face on there as well. And then you also have the photo. And this part right here is where, in my opinion, the money really happens. I don't know what that was. Okay. Okay, I hope that wasn't anything bad. All right, so um, here's my little character. Now, this particular one was a character that I got from a book. If you know Die Rache uh, des Computers, that is one of the pictures. I decided to borrow that one, and I'm not making any money off of it, guys. But I wanted to color it because I like, I looked at that, like, wouldn't that be fun to color? And so I used a different app to kind of color it in. I'm like, that's all right. So, anyways, so I traced it and colored it. It was a lot of fun. Now I might have a student's work, and I might put it into that because I think that's kind of cool. And the cool thing is after you hit record, you can interact. So if you had like a character on there, you're like, hello, guten tag, hello, guten tag. You're going to practice your ventriloquism, and you can interact with that character. And I think that's a fun way to use this. Um, let's see. All right. Well, I guess that's it for the effects. But yeah, the photo thing I would say probably is one of the most useful, especially if you get a student to draw the image, and then you can take that character, save it, and then upload it into this. I think that's a cool idea. So, of course, you hit the record button, and you're talking, you're talking, you're talking. And let's say you want to just like flip this around, you're like, okay, yeah, there's a story, and there's this guy, he's on a computer. And of course, you're doing this in your in your target language where you're trying to teach students. And of course, you're speaking slowly. Of course, you're following all the steps you're supposed to. But this gives a different thing. And I've got a text box up there blocking my eyeball. All right, so now once you hit pause, so you have a couple of options, and I'm going to move my big head. Am I going to go up there? Yeah, somewhere. All right, then what you do is just click on next. Now this gives you an opportunity to review. On the left hand side, you see add more. If you, for example, wanted to do one scene at a time, you could do that. And again, you could make them, but they have to stay within like a 10-minute time frame. Okay, so you would probably put those one word images up, and you do some sort of activity or questioning along with it. So then you go to the next button, you take a selfie. Now, the selfie is important because, as I showed you before, those thumbnails, I personally like to put like a whiteboard background, and then I put the title of whatever it is. That way I know when I see it. Or make it memorable. Don't just put your face on there because face is, it's there. But let's say, oh, that is a horrible picture. And you can also change effects. And you can, when you give these assignments to students too, you can have them do that. Then you can start changing what you do. But for the sake of time, we're just going to go ahead and continue. Hit next. And what this does is it saves it to their repository here. Now, a couple of things that you can do with this, and this is where, again, where it really makes its money. Now, if you make it with Screencastify, you're going to be waiting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes sometimes. And this is not that. So what you have here is, first of all, you have the actual address. Another thing you can do, which I'm going to do, is I'm going to download the video. Downloading the video. We didn't even have to wait, but it got downloaded. The other thing as well is if you have a website, you can embed that video into something, whatever you want to do. Say you want to you have a class website or Google Classroom or something like that. You can embed those into it. You can also share on Google Classroom. You can share on Remind. You can give the kids QR codes if you're one of those teachers that can do all that stuff and print out QR codes. I wish I was that good, but I'm not. I'm just an average guy. So we hit close, and you've just made yourself a video. Now, these videos, the advantage to this, of course, is, I was very quickly able to pick that MP4 up real fast. Now, I can take that MP4 and I can put it onto Schoology. I can put it onto Edpuzzle. I can put it onto YouTube. I could put it onto a website. I could put it onto anywhere that I need to put it into. And it works very well. And sometimes when you have the text of your story or your one-word image, you can very quickly turn it around. Maybe in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you'll have the story, you'll have the stuff, and then once you have the students listen to it, you can go and help them versus having to go and do all that acting that you normally have to do with comprehensible input. So it does kind of take and free up the teacher quite a bit, but it also acts as reinforcement. There's a million other applications for this, but it's just one of my favorite tools I believe that I have. I love making it with Flipgrid. Is just so much more forgiving. Plus the moving things around, I think that's a lot of fun. So we'll go ahead and let me know, please. Subscribe to my channel if you like these videos. Mostly, I just want to share my knowledge with you guys because I care about you. I've been in that situation where I don't got anything to do, I don't got any like lesson plans, and I'm like, okay, I know what I want to do, but I hadn't like crystallized everything. This is a way for you to crystallize that information and unleash the potential you have. So, wish the best for everybody and have a great day.